Well,
It's a dang snowy night where I am.
is it? That gets me excited because where I am, it is a dang rainy night and like 5 degrees Celsius, which, what does that work out to? Hang on. I could never ever listen.
You're in the right unit of measurement to begin with. We don't use Fahrenheit.
I know. So it's 41 Fahrenheit, which makes
let the Americans figure out the conversion. You stick with what you're supposed to be using.
Which listen, I'm all for other, unit world whatevers, and I'll be honest, with the exception of like I use a mix of metric and imperial, right? As someone who is occasionally builds things in Canada and does not work in contract for the government, I build things in imperial, right? It's a foot, It's a couple of inches, it's whatever. I don't know if you know this or the listener knows this, but actually in Canada, if you are building a government building, all of the plans come to you in metric. Because Canada is just like, they're just dying on that hill. They're just like digging in and they're like, no. How many meters is this building? And it's like, not a clue.
It's not us that's dying on the hill. It's the states. Because in terms of the global, who uses which system globally.
More people use the metric now.
Yeah. Yes. A lot more. Like 90% of the world uses metric.
But inches and feet just make more sense to me than centimeters and meters do.
Yeah. Well, my boss,
now that I'm
our
out of
mutual friend, I once had a conversation with him. He used to be a cabinet maker, right? And
sure.
He once explained to me like, oh, no, actually, like, even though the conversions aren't as simple as like millimeter to a meter to,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, even though those conversions are easier than feet to inches to feet to, in just the way that some of the measurements that you use or something like that in woodworking, it is actually more beneficial to use inches and feet.
Yeah. Which is, it's just,
I don't know. He's a smart guy. I trust him sometimes.
Yeah.
I think he knows what he's talking about.
The big thing is that you don't have like, once you get down to inches, you're talking about like an eighth of an inch. You don't have millimeters to fall back on.
Yeah. Fractions kind of make a little more sense.
Yeah. But
yeah, it's also weird.
But I'm excited.
We're recording at night.
We are recording at night, but either way, like I'm excited because I am headed up your way in a couple of days.
Yeah.
We're going to see each other at least once. It sounds like probably twice if we get a little alien action going. And so it is exciting to me that there's going to be snow on a certain upcoming holiday because I've only seen snow once down here so far, and I was getting a little nervous about a green Christmas, and I just don't,
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's a thing for other seasonal holidays. Right? Like, is it like, we had a green Hanukkah this year. Like, I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if people get, and maybe they do, right? I mean, probably not in the homeland of that religion, because I don't know that there's a lot of snow in the Middle East, typically. But, if you're if you're like a Jewish Canadian, then maybe, and maybe you're like, man, like I was really hoping for snow for Hanukkah this year. I don't know. Anyways, hello and welcome to the Movie Men podcast.
Yes, we are the way time.
And not only are we here for a news episode, we are here for the last news episode of 2023.
Happy friggin' New Year.
Yeah. Technically there are, there's another week after this week. But we take a little bit of time off. We're going to
on vacation.
Drink some eggnog and
technically I'm already on vacation.
Yeah, I know. I sent you an email earlier, and your email was like, haha, fat chance.
Yep.
I was like, okay.
Autoresponder, baby.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're Brady.
My name's Brady.
Yeah.
And your name?
My name's Carl.
Your name's Carl. Yeah. I'm hoping, listen, I have a secret hope. And I don't know if you're going to be... Yeah, a wish. We'll call it a Christmas wish.
A dream.
And I don't know that you're going to be able to deliver. Uh-oh. Maybe you will. Maybe you'll surprise me. Maybe you'll have had this foresight. But I'm hoping that the three options that you're going to give me for a topic to choose from, to hear about, to learn from your sanctum of knowledge, will be somewhat festively themed. Now, I'm guessing not. I'm not.
No, they're not.
Yeah. See?
Sorry.
See?
Apparently, tech, engineers, science, and crazy stuff that happens in the world doesn't care about Christmas.
Like, can you even imagine what NASA could do with tinsel? Like, I'm talking like next level. You know, it's just it's disappointing. Did you ever
messes with all the instruments on the space station?
Was your family ever a tinsel family? Did you ever have tinsel on your Christmas tree?
I mean, not the loose tinsel that some people put on,
stringy awful
like
shit
the
that never looks good.
string of tinsel that you wrap up easily and it doesn't. It was like get garland. Everywhere.
Yeah, like the like those long. Yeah. I would call that like garland, but. Yeah.
And never the loose stuff. That would be a pain.
It's just like, and you have to throw it. I imagine you have to throw it all out each year, right? Because it's like, and I feel like the only way that you could make it look good would be like strand by strand. Because it's just like...
imagine some rich dude paying his butler to put away the Christmas tree, and the butler just like meticulously draping individual strands over a stick to store them.
All right, Master Wayne, the tinsel's all cleaned up.
It took me 4 months, but here it is.
Yeah. Time to get out the Easter decorations. Yes. All right, sir, hit me with my three options. I am excited nonetheless.
All right, good, because these aren't great. It was a pretty slow week. There are apparently they don't celebrate Christmas, but they go on Christmas
Mars
break.
Yeah, on Mars.
All right,
no festivities happening in outer space.
All right, first option is AI mind reading.
Oh, I don't like that.
The second one is looking at the stars and Mercury in Mercury.
Wait, what?
That's what I said.
Looking at the stars in Mercury.
Looking at the stars and Mercury.
Oh, and Mercury. Okay. All right.
And then the last one, I'm just going to read the first sentence of the article. Man suspected of eating tomato reportedly was recently exonerated, a tale that garnered the interest of many around the world.
Oh, I got to do okay. So there's scary, freaky AI stuff that just freaks me out.
There's always AI stuff these days. AI is crazy.
There's topic number 2 that not only grammatically doesn't make any sense.
Sure it does.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. But here's the thing. I don't like tomatoes.
Oh.
I love me some ketchup. I like salsa, provided that it's not like stupid chunky.
And you don't have to dance.
And I like, pasta sauce, pizza sauce, stuff like that. I just like just tomatoes. I just
toasted tomato sandwich is not your thing.
No, God, no. No, on a burger, ugh. On a pizza,
bad.
Maybe on a pizza. I would put
a nice piece of tomato on a burger over ketchup.
I won't pick tomatoes off a pizza, but I won't be excited about it. Like it'll kind of be, don't focus on the tomato taste.
I know what I'm buying for the party on Saturday.
Ketchup or just straight
tomatoes
up?
on a pizza.
Oh God, no, don't do it. I will say, this is a 20-second tangent. I threw a work party back in July, right? Just like a summer, work party for the people who work under me. And the owner of the company was there as kind of, you got to make an appearance, right? Keep up appearances and blah, 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 and congratulate everyone on all their hard work and stuff like that.
Sure.
And he offered to buy pizza for the party. He says, you know what? I'll take care of the food. I'll buy pizza. And I'm like, great. And my assumption when somebody says, I'll buy pizza, is one of two things. Either A, he's going to ask around what everyone likes on their pizza, which is asinine when you have more than like 3 people. Well, because you can't keep, if you're ordering, you just can't keep everyone happy. No. And so then what you do is you get, maybe a pepperoni pizza, maybe a meat lover's pizza, maybe like a Canadian pizza, which is like mushrooms and bacon and pepperoni and stuff like that. And then maybe like if you're aware that there's a vegetarian in the group, you get like just a straight up cheese pizza or whatever, right? The man orders 4 pizzas. Rightfully doesn't ask anyone what they like because again, there was like 8 of us, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, ridiculous.
All 4 pizzas are Hawaiian.
What?
And listen, and I like Hawaiian pizza, so that was a win for me. I was like, okay, this is fantastic. But also I was just like, how cocky do you need to be? And I say this affectionately. How just like, what a bold statement. One of the most divisive food arguments out there, pineapple on pizza. And the man was just like, hey, pizza for 8? All right. 4 Hawaiian pizzas. It was amazing. It was absolutely hilarious. I'm going to go with the tomato thing.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the tomato thing.
All right.
Even though I don't think that a man who eats a tomato should be exonerated. He should be put to death. But it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So breaking down the other 2 real quick. University of Technology in Sydney. They came up with a way for you put like this EEG thingy on your head, and using an AI component, they can read your thoughts.
There was just something the other day about
like if you have trouble speaking or whatever, you plop this on and it you can talk to people.
I think I saw something about this afternoon. I watched like a short little video about a woman who had like had a stroke or something, and so her speech was paralyzed. And it was like this implant that was like screwed into her skull, and she hooked up to this computer, and she could just like think.
This wasn't an implant thing. This is like they're wearing,
okay.
It's like a rugby cap they've got on with a bunch of wires.
So the one I saw is they measure your brain, like they're reading brain waves, right? But what they're reading and interpreting, are the signals that even though your mouth isn't functioning, the signals that you're sending to your mouth about mouth movements. And that's how they know what it is that you're trying to say, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The other one, the International Liquid Mirror Telescope uses
with mercury. Okay.
Instead of glass to create mirrors to look at the stars.
You bastard. You know damn well that when you start a topic out about outer space and then you name drop Mercury being one of the near planets, that nobody is thinking the shiny liquid metal.
I said you could look at Mercury in Mercury.
Right. Idiot. That's good though. It's good that because we've basically stopped, and I mean maybe there's some like computer manufacturing or some sort of like scientific stuff where mercury is still being used regularly, but we've like, as far as consumer products go, we've like backed right off of mercury.
Yeah. Well, it's not super it's not a super healthy thing.
You shouldn't drink it. No.
Sure. Yeah.
No.
But it's a really cool liquid, and it's like super shiny. So reflective. So this is like and it's liquid mercury. It's not solid. They haven't solidified it in any way. It's not an actual mirror or a piece of glass, right? So I thought it was kind of cool. Anyway, moving on. Yes. Tomatoes. So this NASA astronaut named Frank Rubio, about a year ago, he was on the International Space Station, and he was in charge of, like, one of the sciencey thing he was doing on there was he was in charge of what they dubbed the X Roots experiment, which is some hydroponics testing, and they were growing tomatoes as well as a few other fruits and vegetables. And two of his tomatoes went missing, and it was apparently a big joke that he ate them. And of course he didn't, and he said he didn't, but I mean, everyone was joking, and yeah. And but they turned up on the space station. Let's see, this article is as December 17th, so recently. And they're like all dried out and kind of desiccated, but there's like no fungal growth or anything on them. They're like not decomposing. They're just dried out. So, yeah, there's not really anything sciencey to take away from it, really, in terms of like scientific advancement. Just kind of a funny thing that happened that he's quote unquote exonerated from having eaten these two tomatoes because he didn't. I
mean, yeah, and it seemed to me, at least, it would be a very, very easy defense, because you just simply say, God, no, why would I eat tomatoes? Right? Like, it's just, at least for me, I would just be like, well, tomatoes are disgusting. And that's my defense. Like, I didn't eat them. That's, yeah. I mean, a big part of me not liking tomatoes, I think, is like, I don't like the texture of them. And so maybe dried out tomatoes would be different.
I've had dried out tomatoes. They're good.
Yeah. But you also like regular tomatoes, so that's not.
We dehydrated a bunch of tomatoes end of last summer, and kind of turned them into almost like chips. And they were pretty acidic, but I thought they were kind of good if you get past the acidity of them. But yeah. Anyway, the one funny thing about this article that I thought was good was there's this one paragraph that says, in the microgravity of the space station, the tomatoes resurfaced 8 months later, merely shaken and a bit squished, but with no visible signs of microbial or fungal growth whatsoever. The astronauts were, however, forbidden from eating the fruits to avoid any risk of potential fungal contamination. I thought it was just funny that, okay, you're not allowed to eat it. Part of that is like, well, yeah, it's been, who knows where it's been, but at the same time, it's I would imagine the space station, even though it's kind of pretty cramped quarters, is pretty hygienic, like in terms of keeping the experiments and everybody healthy and safe and free of contaminations. So I assumed that they would be healthy to eat. They're being told not to eat them just in case. Because, if somebody might get tomato superpowers because of space tomatoes or something.
Gross. All right. So jumping into our actual topics, and there's actually a off the top topic here that just popped up in my news feed.
We're going to do it instead of waiting 2 weeks.
It just popped up and it's worth talking about. So if you remember, it was a year ago or so that we heard about the film Pooh, Blood, and Honey coming, which was a horror rendition of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And
It's
that
funny 'cause
happened.
My boy just started getting into Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'd maybe wait a couple of years before showing him Blood and Honey.
Yeah.
But
I've seen some trailers or snippets of it.
And so that, listen, that happened, was able to happen because there is sort of a ticking clock on all things that are created, all intellectual properties. There's a ticking clock before
Copyrights have
that
a
becomes
expiry date.
Yeah, you got 100 years usually. You have 100 years before it becomes what's called public domain.
Yeah.
Right? And in which case anyone can use,
Pooh's a good example of that.
Wizard of Oz is a great example.
Lego ran into this problem. Lego almost went bankrupt because of this.
Right.
About it was late 90s, I think. They were struggling financially because the market was just flooded with
Bootleg
copycat Legos.
Yeah.
And then they ended up creating partnerships with other IPs like Star Wars.
Right.
And that skyrocketed them back up to the top. Anyway, yeah.
And and it's also worth noting that a copyright, my understanding of it is that a copyright only ever exists from the property in which its conception was from, right? So for instance, you could create a character and put it out there, and let's say the copyright is going to endure for 100 years. Well, you can't then say, yeah, but 30 years after the original, I made a sequel, and so that extended the copyright by 30 years. No, it doesn't work that way, right? So the copyright exists from the sort of inception or conception of the character. Well, Disney celebrating its 100th anniversary. And the first product that Disney put out as a company, as a corporation, was the very famous Steamboat Willie cartoon that we all know, right?
Okay.
Which was the introduction of one Mickey Mouse. Which means in 2024, Mickey Mouse will become public domain. Which sounds crazy. It sounds crazy that the copyright for Mickey Mouse, as of next year, won't belong to anybody. It will be public domain. Now, it's a little bit more complicated than the Winnie the Pooh situation because it says here that while this copyright may be up, Disney still holds the trademark on Mickey as a corporate mascot and brand identifier.
Yeah, a trademark is different. There's no expiry date on a trademark.
Right. So furthermore, creators will not be able to produce any work that deceptively fools consumers that their Mickey is in any way affiliated with Disney as the company, and they will work to safeguard against consumer confusion caused by unauthorized uses of Mickey and other iconic characters. So basically, you'll still be, it's very similar to the Winnie the Pooh thing, right? You can make a Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan. Peter Pan is public domain. You could go out right now, you and I could make and fund and distribute a Peter Pan movie. What we can't do is use any of the ideas or concepts or whatever introduced by the films that are like the 1960s or whatever it is Disney Peter Pan movie. So it's sticky, it's complicated, but there are ways around it, and people who are smart and are wanting to make a Mickey Mouse thing, movie, horror film will be able to do so but he's not going to be able to be, it's not the House of Mouse Mickey. It's just a murderous mouse named Mickey, and you can call him Mickey Mouse.
Go to the extreme like they did with Pooh.
Yeah. You're just not allowed. Like, I don't think you're allowed to have, and I mean, characters like Donald and whoever else are still, like, their copyright's not up. So you can't include any of them. You can't have him visit the Magic Kingdom. You can't, right? Like, you can't make him Disney's Mickey.
Yeah. You can't have him standing on a boat, tugboat, whistling, shaking his booty.
No, you wouldn't be able to use the Steamboat Willie song at all, obviously. Yeah, definitely not. But yeah, so there you go. Next year, Mickey Mouse no longer belongs to anyone.
I don't believe in him either.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so moving on from that into our actual first planned topic for the day. A trailer has come out. Now, not only are we in the days of legacy sequels, well, we've talked about that many times, right? Where, hey, there was this product that came out in the 80s or the 70s or the 90s or whatever. And there's been radio silence on this franchise for a very long time. But we're going to bring it back. And it's not a reboot. It's not a remake. It is the same cast. It is the same characters. We're just going to catch up, touch base with them, find out what they've been up to over the last 25, 30, 40 years. Right? And there's been some hit and miss, but don't get me wrong, there's been a lot of hit. Right? Like, I really liked the Ghostbusters Afterlife movie. Was it the Ghostbusters movie that I would have made if I could have my dream Ghostbusters movie 30 years later? No, because I wanted just all the original cast as old men bitching and moaning about how painful the job is now, right? But I still like what we got. It sounds like, even though this is a prequel, it's not, whatever, not every person who's reviewing it, there is a surprising amount of really positive things coming out about the Wonka movie right now. A lot of people are saying it's super charming and it's really good. So there's been a lot of success. There's also been some too little, too late, right? Like, why are you doing this? Right? I'm hoping that the Beetlejuice 2 film will be in the category of that was brilliant, just because it's near and dear to me. But also now joining this category is Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Now, we're also in the Eddie Murphy renaissance, right? Where Eddie Murphy's back on the scene and drinking the same unicorn blood that Paul Rudd and Demi Moore and whoever else is seemingly drinking, because the man's 62. And I've watched this trailer 3 times now. And he doesn't look 62. Like, he does not, the fact that, like, his partner played by Judge Reinhold has aged a little more time appropriately, kind of grounds it in a modern day setting. But he doesn't look, Eddie Murphy doesn't look that different than he did back in the old, like, since we got the last Beverly Hills Cop. Now, this is what I'll say. And it's a confession. But I think I can justify it. I have never seen a Beverly Hills Cop movie. The first one came out in 1984, right? So 8 years before I came out. And, yes, I've seen, like, obviously Ghostbusters came out before me, and Sound of Music and stuff like that. But Ghostbusters is a little more iconic and a little more in tune with, it's like a geeky, nerdy thing that I'm a little
before
more
we
into.
Really became friends. The amount of action flicks that you had consumed was minimal.
Yeah, I wasn't raised on them.
Yeah.
Right. And that had a big thing to do it. I just wasn't raised on them. I knew Terminator for sure, had seen Terminator and stuff like that. But I wasn't, wasn't raised on Rambo, wasn't raised on any of those things, which is surprising because I'm pretty sure my mom really likes the first Rambo.
Well, the first Rambo's
not sure.
great.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. And it's not even Rambo, right? What's it called? First Blood or something?
It's Rambo First Blood. It's called Rambo.
I don't think it is. I think it's just called First Blood. I think the official title of it, I think Rambo was just, 1982. The film's just
First
called
Blood.
First Blood.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was just a character that ended up, becoming the franchise. But I've never seen a Beverly Hills Cop film. And normally, my response now would be, it's like, okay, great. It looks like, the trailer looks fine. But I've never seen any of them. I'm not a Beverly Hills Cop fan, so it's just, I don't know. It's not for me. I've watched this trailer 3 times. And what this trailer has done is not only made me look at this and go, this looks really good. It looks really funny, especially the scene at the end where they're all in the car and he's like, the one guy asks, like, how many people are like angry with you or something? He's like, nobody's really. And Judge Reinhold's like, it's like 50-50. And Eddie Murphy's like, that many? And Judge Reinhold's like, at least. Yeah. It's just like, it looks funny to me.
Yeah.
And it has sparked me to now be interested in. I'm like, oh shit, I got to get on this. I've been sleeping on Beverly Hills Cop.
It's been a long time since I've seen them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would like them.
I like the buddy cop films. I like the renegade cop films. I like Eddie Murphy. I think this is probably right up my alley. And so not only is this new Netflix Beverly Hills Cop trailer got me excited for the new Beverly Hills Cop movie, it has, I think, ignited an interest in an entire franchise. Carl, you've seen the trailer. This is much more your type of, like if
my alley.
Yeah, if someone were to ask me, like, do you know any Beverly Hills Cop fans? I would say my dad, who I don't talk to, and my friend Carl. Right? Like that. Those are the people who I know who immediately I would say, oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You've seen this trailer. What are your thoughts?
I think it looks like a fun action flick. It's been a long time since I've seen. Like, I think I've only ever seen them once when I was younger, but like watching this and kind of how the play between Eddie Murphy and the other characters and things he's saying and doing, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that from, the kind of little callbacks, little member berries.
And the song is there, of course. I know the song. I know.
Song. As soon as the song hits, it's like, I remember that song. Yeah.
A song that admittedly, again, because I didn't grow up with Beverly Hills Cop, and I'm a child of the 90s, I was first introduced to this song because of Crazy Frog, right? The Axel F song is kind of what Crazy Frog blew up with. Yeah, and then I later discovered, Axel Foley is actually a character's name from Beverly Hills Cop, and that's what the song's from. But yeah. So, yeah.
So, I am looking forward to seeing if this is any good.
All right. Well, it's Netflix, so maybe I'll get caught up, and then you and I can sit down and watch the new one together.
Yeah, sure. Well, maybe we could rewatch all the other ones. Who knows? You'll be back in the area.
Sure. Yes.
Yes, you will be. Yes.
All right. Sounds exciting. All right, moving on. Anytime James Gunn is in any sort of creative position behind a film, or in this case, an entire franchise, like he is with the new DCU that's coming, the question is never, will Sean Gunn be in it? The question is, who is Sean Gunn going to play? Sean Gunn, of course, being James Gunn's brother. Played, what is the character's name? They made up the character for Guardians of the Galaxy. He's an original character for the Guardian. Kraglin? Yes, Kraglin. in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. He had, of course, voiced and did the performance capture for Weasel in James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie. They work well and closely together. He likes to throw his brother some roles, and it never is like a pity role. It's never
there
like
may or may not be some nepotism going on in this.
Sure, but it's also never like, I've never had the reaction of, God, I wish he would just like start casting talent instead of casting his brother, because I think his brother's a funny guy. I think Sean Gunn's a funny guy. He's an
actor. Yeah,
and I've liked him in the things that he shows up in.
And he's usually, I mean, I don't know. I have to go look and see what else James Gunn has done that I've seen. But in my mind, it's not usually major roles he throws his brother in.
No, I mean, Craiglin.
He's not the leading guy.
No, Craiglin, I think, ended up becoming a bigger character than anyone anticipated he would be.
Because people liked him, and
because people liked him so much.
Portraying him, yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't start as a large role.
No.
And so we've now gotten word that Sean Gunn, of course, will be in the DCU. And he's going to be playing Maxwell Lord. Now, who the hell is Maxwell Lord, you might be asking? Well, Carl, really? You don't know Maxwell Lord? So Maxwell Lord...
I don't know the DC universe that well. I Googled it. He's some military advisor.
Yeah, dude. So Maxwell Lord, what I can tell you is, and I just want to double check this now because I'm worried that I'm about to misspeak, but I'm 99.999. Yes, Maxwell Lord is the character that Pedro Pascal played in Wonder Woman 84.
Okay.
So we have seen him. Obviously, this is a different version. He is a villain. Yes, Sean Gunn will be playing the villain, Maxwell Lord. So I don't know much about him from the comics. I really don't. The first time I was ever exposed to him was in Wonder Woman 1984, and I have very intentionally forgotten all of that movie. And so I don't, except there's like some weird possession, like Chris Pine possesses another man's body, and then him and Wonder Woman do the dirty in the sheets with a poor helpless person trapped in their body, and like it was so weird. But this is exciting to me. I think it'll be fun to see Sean Gunn play a villain. And like I said, every time he's appeared on screen, I've been happy with the results. So I have no issues with this. Carl, what are your thoughts? You've already sort of alluded to the fact that you don't really know who Maxwell Lord is. Turns out I kind of knew more than you did.
Character in 84. It's a little bit clearer, but yeah, I mean, he's not.
I'm wondering if he was poorly represented in Wonder Woman 1984, though.
Yeah, my biggest for DC, a lot of my knowledge base comes from what I've seen from their TV shows and their animated movies, which are fantastic, all fantastically done usually.
Yeah.
And this character is not a prime character in any of that. I'm sure he's got like bit parts and some, maybe like an episode here or there of like Justice League and Justice League of America and stuff like that. But
as is James Gunn's way,
he's forgettable,
right? As is James Gunn's way,
as a character, not as a. But I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this.
I'm not worried about his brother, about Sean not being a good fit for this. I mean,
yeah,
it'll be fine.
All right, moving on. Now, a series that neither of us have been.
This was happening.
What, the Echo series? Yeah, you did.
Oh wait, what is that? The next one? Oh yeah. Okay, sorry.
A series that neither of us have been excited for, but I have played devil's advocate. I have said, you know what? Maybe it'll be the best thing that the MCU has put out television show-wise. Maybe it'll be fantastic. You know, we just don't know yet, right? Obviously, there's a reason they're making it, and let's try to give it the benefit of the doubt. You, on the other hand, have been very much in the camp of poo-pooing this project kind of from day one. Like, you're just like, I don't know why they're making this. I don't want to watch it. And I understand that. I understand that sentiment. I don't know why they're making it. I'm a little more interested to watch it, I think, than you were, or have been. I've been a little more interested historically than you have been. And we talked a little while ago about a trailer that came out. And usually we just cover the first trailer for something, right? It's sort of an unspoken agreement that you and I have, because you're like, you spoil everything, and I don't, right? Yeah. And so the agreement that we have is, the agreement that we have is like,
there are trailers these days.
We'll talk about the teaser, and we'll talk about the first full trailer, and then after that, I'll let you live in ignorant bliss. Today was an exception. And the reason why today was an exception was two reasons. One is this trailer is kind of a big deal. And two, you don't care about this project anyways, so what flippin' difference does it make? Now, Echo dropped a new trailer, a trailer that they're calling the Rampage trailer. And I don't know how to put this into words other than, what? It almost feels like a different show than anything that we have seen for this show up until now. Like, it almost is just like, is this an alternate version of the show? Like, I don't understand. This is not only violent, it's graphically violent. It is blood-soaked fists after punching someone repeatedly in the head. It is snapping someone's neck. It is aggressive. And it's a fun style of fighting, like almost like a Kingsman, like kick the chair unreasonably across the room and take a guy out with it. Kind of fun choreographed fighting. And I gotta tell you, this trailer took my excitement level. Like, when's the last time you saw an MCU trailer? And I'll tell you when. It's a rhetorical question. Rhetorical question, Farley. When is the last time you saw an MCU trailer that started with viewer discretion advised? Never. That has never happened. When's the last time you saw an MCU trailer that ends with the narration voice saying, you may have to adjust the parental settings on your Disney Plus in order to watch this? Never. This trailer took my excitement level for this show from, I'm going to say, where it was at was like a 2. I'm at least a 7 now. And not that I'm a big, like, it's got to be violent, like, hyper violence, and that's what spells success to me. Something about this just shows me, okay, look, there's an element to this that is different than what we saw and sort of the vibe that we got and the direction that we felt this was going in based on what we saw in Hawkeye. And 2, this shows me that Disney and the MCU is still in the game of willing to try new things, tread new ground, get a little wild if they need to. I am so stoked on this trailer. Carl, you've seen the trailer now for a show that you have no interest in. What are your thoughts? Has this affected your interest level at all? What did you think of the trailer, or is this still just a dead project to you?
My interest is piqued. It's still not something I really cared for, or I don't think I need. But yeah, like, the action, this is a pretty action heavy trailer. And the action pieces, like you said, they're pretty graphic. And I didn't consciously connect it until you were talking about it, and then I'm kind of rewatching it with the volume muted. And there's a really short clip of Daredevil beating someone down, and it hit me. This is the same type of awesome action set pieces we got from the Daredevil Netflix series.
Yes.
Which was absolutely incredible.
Yep. Which is what I was going to say, is that the other thing that this trailer does is it shows you where they're willing to go with the MCU's upcoming Daredevil show.
Well, and like it gives me a little bit of hope that they're willing to go in the proper direction for certain characters.
Yeah.
Right. We talked about recently about Deadpool getting an R rating and and Blade getting an R rating, and does it need that, or could it do it without it? And you know, like, of course you could do all these things without an R rating, but showing that the level of brutality, I'm going to sound like a psychopath, showing the level of brutality that some of these heroes have to commit makes them more appealing, and that there is some moral gray in who they are. It makes them more interesting characters.
Things get ugly.
Daredevil breaks bones, beats people up, throws people off roofs, so that they end up in the ER for and intensive care. Right,
essentially leaves them for dead.
Kind of like Batman's rule, right? He's not going to kill anybody, but 8 broken bones, you can still live.
Yeah, but also if nobody finds you in the next 12 hours on this rooftop, you're probably going to not make it.
Yeah. So, but like, it makes a character more interesting because they're not, you know, Captain America goody two shoes. Like, yeah. Captain America is an interesting character, and they did a really good job telling his story. But he pulls his punches, right? Like, realistically, Captain America's power level, he could crush a normal human being easily.
Oh, it'd be cracking skulls.
That elevator,
left, right, and center.
That one shot where he's fighting guys in the elevator in Winter Soldier, like, he gets beat around a bit in there, but I mean, realistically, he could tear those people apart with his bare hands, like literally tear them apart. He's that strong. And so he pulls his punches because he doesn't want to hurt people, right? He wants to just knock them out or whatever. Daredevil's not like that. Daredevil's brutal. So that level, seeing this level of brutality kind of, and that Disney is allowing Marvel to kind of go hard when it needs to for certain characters. I think that's important, right?
Yep.
It creates a more interesting world because you've got your kind of goody heroes, but you've got morally gray heroes. You're gonna have your anti-heroes like Deadpool soon, and then it also allows your villains to be more brutal. Like Kingpin.
Sure does.
So
sure does. Yeah.
I am piqued. My interest is piqued.
All right.
I would say my interest is more piqued to see in that the action pieces look interesting. Daredevil's going to play a role. Kingpin's obviously a big role. I don't really care about Echo still, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. It could be interesting. And I'm surprised. I was surprised by this trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be more interesting to see how and where they move the overall story moving forward for this.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. A show that Carl didn't know was a thing. Didn't know it was coming. I knew it was I knew it was a coming, and I've been excited for it, but I didn't know that it was coming in this capacity. So there was a couple of spin-off, quote-unquote, spin-off shows announced after Robert Pattinson's, Matt Reeves' The Batman came out. One, obviously, which is still happening, and they're either in post-production or they're in the middle. I know they've started shooting it for sure, is a Colin Farrell Penguin series. So we know that's coming, still coming. It's going to happen. The other one that there was sort of hints, there was like a cop procedural, however that word is said, like GCPD show that was talked about, sort of like Gotham, but not Gotham. I don't know. I don't know if that's still happening. I haven't heard anything on that in a long time. But the other was an Arkham Asylum show. And that Matt Reeves was going to be behind. And the assumption, and I think a very fair assumption, was that this was going to be set in the universe of the Batman, right? We do get to see Arkham Asylum in the Batman, right? We get introduced to the Batman's version of the Joker, played by Brandon Keegan. We know that the Riddler's in Arkham Asylum, right? And presumably, if they're there are some other creepy people there, right? Maybe, probably, like a Victor Zsasz might be there. And, I don't know if I'd go as far as saying, like, it's a pretty grounded universe, so I'm not going to say, like, oh, Clayface is there or Killer Croc is there, right? But who knows, right? There's definitely probably some other, maybe the ventriloquist is there. Maybe Calendar Man is there. And so, yeah, assuming that they're not wanting to use him at some point. But as a kind of a villain, like introduce him and, do the whole
do an origin story.
Now, and I think, like I said, I think a lot of other people assume that that's what this show is going to be. Nay, says Matt Reeves. Nay, says James Gunn, because it is now official that the Matt Reeves Arkham show is going to be set in the universe of the new DCU. And I think it's pretty confirmed. Like, now people are going, oh, it's official. Robert Pattinson is the DCU's. No, separate things. Calm down. But liking Matt Reeves, liking what he did for the most part with the Planet of the Apes films, loving what he did with the Batman, I am excited to see him not only continue to do what he's doing in his the Batman universe with Robert Pattinson, but also to be, having a bit of a hand in some of the projects, or one of the projects at least, going on in the new DCU. This is exciting. Is it the show that I wanted? Not at first. But also an Arkham Asylum show set in James Gunn's new DCU. Not only sounds totally like it's in line with James Gunn and what his vision probably is for the DCU, but I think it could be really fun. I think this could be a really, really, really great thing. Carl, you didn't even know the show was coming. So does a Matt Reeves Arkham show interest you? And B, what are your thoughts on it being a part of James Gunn's new DCU?
I'm still trying to wrap my head around what's what here. So, Matt did the Batman with Pattinson.
Sure did. Yep.
Okay. Arkham is part of the Arkham show is part of the Batman with Pattinson universe?
No, it will be completely separate from what's going on there, and will instead be a part of the James Gunn DCU.
Different universe.
Just different universe. Yep.
Right. Okay. That yeah. Okay. So am I interested in an Arkham show? Yes. This is coming before or after our Batman movie?
I don't know, man. Well, I've seen and heard like no, I don't have an update for the Batman 2. Right? It like I really don't.
Not the Batman. The Batman.
Oh, James Gunn's film. Batman. I don't know.
What's going to come first? James Gunn's Batman film or this Arkham film? Which is going to introduce our Batman?
That's a good question.
I feel like you
could
do it.
You could do an Arkham show without Batman. You could. I don't think you should.
I mean,
but you could.
We had a Gotham show without Batman, and it didn't feel. It was it was kind of good. It felt off.
Well, they also played it real fast and loose with a lot of the lore.
Yes, they did, which would be another reason it felt off. But I think the fact that you like the thing they were playing fast and loose was in that was they were introducing characters and villains that the Batman would typically deal with, and you're having a beat cop. Well, I mean,
deal with
James Gordon, but you're having a beat
he's a
cop
detective.
Solve it and deal with it. It's like, well, why do you need Batman then?
Right. Right. I mean,
so I think if you did an Arkham series and Batman isn't a part of it, who's your protagonist?
Right.
And if that's the case, whoever's dealing with all these crazy villains, why do they need Batman if this person's around? I think you need Batman in it. I don't think you can do an Arkham show without a Batman.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's assume then that it's probably coming after. Because we have a date for... we have a date for the Batman. Or not the Batman, I think, whatever it is.
I think there's, like, this has the potential to be an excellent story, right? Like, there have been a few shows and a great video game series that dealt with kind of Arkham based storylines, and they're all excellent. So there's lots of potential there. And I think it'd be really cool. Like you could have a lot of really cool cameos and really quick kind of fights, Batman dealing with villains he's dealt with before, and he knows how to deal with them. So he kind of pulls specific gadgets out or just knows how to fight them, whatever. I think it'd be really fun.
You can use a lot of villains that don't necessarily make sense to use in their own, like, to be the main villain in their own movie.
As the main antagonist. Yeah.
Right? Like, you're probably not going to use Anarchy in a film.
Kite Man.
Right? I mean, maybe you would, right? Mad Hatter, you're probably not going, although it's James Gunn. So, I mean, the sky's the limit here, right? But Glassman,
no, but
right?
there are a few that like, although they did some really cool stuff with Kite Man in the comics, like, he's not I don't think even if you could really make him your primary antagonist. But I mean, it would be pretty cool for a dude, a Kite Man, to be like behind bars and even just walk by him, and he makes some gripe or some villains picking on him because he's a C-class villain and that's
Copperhead, right?
Out.
You could do
So,
well, I will say though, I mean, James Gunn James Gunn's the guy that brought us Polka Dot Man and brought us Polka Dot Man.
Yep.
In a way that none of us ever expected we would connect or care about or empathize with Polka Dot Man.
Yeah.
So,
and like I said, like they did some really cool stuff with Kite Man in the comics. So, but at the same time, you can even throw in like some really big, like you could have a cell that's got Croc in it.
Yeah.
And that sets your universe for like, okay, these kind of, you'd have a Clayface cell, like a specifically designed cell that Clayface is in. It's like, okay,
we know that
this is the universe where you're establishing your universe just by showing this villain.
And we know that
this is
in the DCU,
this is the level of fantasy that this world is set in.
Yeah. We know that in the DCU, we're getting a Swamp Thing. So both Clayface and Killer Croc seem very plausible.
Yeah.
Right.
So it just would help set the tone and stuff. But yeah, I think it's got a lot of potential. It could, Arkham's a wonderful, rich, lots of area to tell stories in. So
yeah. All right. Moving on to our next topic. And it's a big one. It's a big one. It's one we've been talking about and kind of waiting for and speculating and biding our time for a little while now. Today, this morning, or I guess it was probably this afternoon, we received a verdict in the Jonathan Majors trial. And I want to approach this carefully because we are not a criminal justice podcast. We're not we're a movie podcast. So we're going to tell you what the verdict is, and then we're going to talk about how that affects movies, right? So Jonathan Majors was up for, I think it was 4 different charges, right? There was like an aggravated assault, harassment, and aggravated harassment. Today, the jury of 9 people concluded that Jonathan Majors was to be exonerated of the aggravated assault and the aggravated harassment. I believe those were the 2 charges. I'm sorry if I'm getting those wrong. However, they did find him guilty of assault of the 3rd degree and harassment, both of which are misdemeanors, or what we in Canada would refer to as summary charges, right? So they are not serious jail time, but you're eligible for jail time. And in fact, it says, so he's getting sentenced on February something, 6th or 3rd or 2nd or something like that, and could face up to a year in jail. Now, that's all we'll say about that. What we do need to talk about, though, is the fact that it is now official. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's a insider leak, sort of, but I mean, this is, this is kind of confirming what all of us are already logically thinking. Let me pull it up here. There's that one, which is from the Hollywood Reporter, but where's the other one that I found? Basically, some guy who is supposedly an insider, close to the situation, and agreed to talk under the condition of anonymity because he's not, he's not sanctioned to be able to talk about this stuff. He's not allowed to give out this information. This is a whistleblower. This is he's like, hey, you know what? I'm going to break this scoop and y'all need to know this and you deserve to know this.
$100, I'll tell you what's what.
But this is going to get me fired and sued out of my ass. So you can't tell anyone who I am. has basically said that today the decision has been made at Disney that they are replacing Jonathan Majors as Kang.
Replacing?
So a couple interesting things here. Now, again, we have to take this with a grain of salt because this isn't from Disney proper. This isn't Bob Iger coming out and saying this. This isn't Kevin Feige coming out and saying this. This is someone.
Unconfirmed sources.
I mean, maybe it's Kevin Feige, but Kevin Feige's like, but I'm not going to tell you it's me. No, I highly doubt that. So if this is true, I mean, either way, I think Jonathan Majors is done in the MCU. I think he's done. Is it possible that he's not? Yes, it is possible, especially because if he does go to jail, it will only be for a year. And the two far more serious charges that were against him were dropped. Right? Like, assault of the third degree, I heard someone talking about it online and they basically said like, oh, someone spilt my coffee and I shoved them. That's third degree assault. Right? So there's like some, and then harassment it can be a number of things, right? It's not a murder charge. He wasn't convicted of aggravated assault. So is it possible that Disney will look at this and say, we're going to, this is our plan, man. We've put all our eggs in this basket and he was found innocent of the serious stuff. So we're just going to move on. Yeah, it's possible. I think it's highly unlikely. I think we're talking about the House of Mouse, right? And they want to kind of keep their images as squeaky clean as they can. Just don't watch the Echo trailer because there ain't no squeaky clean about that. But I'm guessing Jonathan Majors is done. Now, if this report is true that they are replacing him, they're going to recast Kang, which is something they can do. They did it with Rhodey, right? They did it with Rhodey and they didn't make a big deal about it. All right, Don Cheadle walks in and Iron Man 2 and he's like, yeah, it's me, deal with it. That's the line he said in a perfectly well-crafted line. He's saying it to Tony, but also it's Marvel saying it to the audience. Yeah, look, it's a different actor. Get over it.
Yeah. Little
right? And we did. And nobody, and now it's actually weird when you go back and you watch Iron Man 1 and you're like, oh shit, it's Terrence Howard. Weird.
Why did they hire Don Cheadle?
Yeah, right? And so, yeah, what was wrong with Don Cheadle? So if they're replacing him, that means that everything that we've heard about Marvel potentially ditching and moving away from this Kang storyline is probably BS. Because why recast him if you're done with him? Doesn't make a lot of sense. So right now we don't know. That is the truth. The facts are, we don't know. It'll be interesting to see what comes out of this. Carl, what are your thoughts? A, do you buy this or is this someone, I mean, it's weird to say that like someone's just looking for their 15 minutes of fame because it's anonymous, right? Like what 15 minutes are you really getting? Do you think that it's possible that they're just recasting, that they're still doing this Kang thing, and now that Jonathan Majors is supposedly out, that they are going to just recast and stick with Kang? And B, do you think there's a chance that Jonathan Majors is not out and that they are going to stick with their plan just as it lies? It's Jonathan Majors as Kang. Let's go, baby. What are your thoughts?
I think the Kang storyline is done. And I say that mostly because of the Hollywood Reporter article that we were referring to here has a line that says, in November, Marvel hired Loki's creator, which we've talked about, Michael Waldron, to work on the new draft of Kang Dynasty, but is now being referred to as Avengers 5. And the show is kind of like with Loki and with the way that Ant-Man went down, it really feels like they're moving away from Kang to begin with as a antagonist for the universe and towards potentially something else. That being said, you still have a micro sub universe somewhere where there's a whole bunch of Kangs hanging out. Do you just shelve that scene and act like it didn't happen, or do you hire some decent actor to fill the first act of an Avengers film where they quickly and easily deal with that problem before the real problem presents itself in the form of
Doom or whatever?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, it like, I mean, Disney or Marvel renaming or referring to a project, renaming a project seems to be an everyday occurrence lately. Like, did I send you the meme of Agatha Harkness?
Yeah, all the different names that it's had.
It's like, what was the meme? I want to mention it. We're gonna bring up that chat. That was a funny meme. I thought it was a little hilarious. Scrolling up. Oh yeah, it was a Doofenshmirtz. If I had a nickel, I'm gonna try it in the voice. If I had a nickel for every Agatha title, I would have 4 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it's weird that it happened 4 times for a 9-episode series, right? Was that good? That wasn't bad, I think. I think that was pretty good.
That was good. I like that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good Doofenshmirtz. But yeah, like 4 times for it's just, yeah. And I'm pretty sure they've done it with other titles too. So it just Marvel changing Kang Dynasty to Avengers 5 seems telling, but at the same time, when Agatha has changed its title 4 times, this could just be a temporary till they figure out they want to call it the Kang Revenge or something like that, or Kang the Kang Conqueror or something. You know what I mean? Like, this could just be another placeholder for the Kang title. Anyway, yeah. I would say Jonathan's probably done though. Like, yeah, he's been exonerated of the big charges, right? The ones that stuck were the ones that were kind of like you hurt. Yeah, I googled reckless assault, and it's like, yeah, it's like you essentially you're intentionally / accidentally injuring a person. Like, there's intent, but not the level that had happened or something like that. Anyway, but yeah, like it's too messy for them to hang on to him, I think.
I think so. I think it just becomes it's a mess. It is. You know, it's unfortunate. I'm not saying it's unfortunate that, you know, it's not unfortunate that he was found guilty if he is guilty. It's unfortunate that he is guilty if he is. It's unfortunate that, that the MCU is having to make this pivot, not because the Kang storyline was particularly amazing. I mean, maybe this will work out for the betterment of the MCU in general. But it's, like we've said, Kang's been one of those weird things because we haven't felt that he's menacing. We haven't felt that Kang is actually a real, like, an Avengers level threat, the new Thanos, right? Like, they've done a horrible job of presenting that. But on the flip side, every time we've seen Jonathan Majors as Kang, he's been great.
Yeah. And it's not really, that's, and Kang not feeling threatening isn't really on Jonathan Majors. It's on the storytelling and it's on the world building.
It's script writing.
And I say world building by saying there's a crap ton of other stuff happening that seems just as big and dangerous as that. Right?
Yeah.
Like what happened to those to the beings from Eternals? What are they called again? Like the beings that are bigger than the Earth itself.
Oh, the Celestials.
Earth is the size of their eye.
Yeah, the Celestials.
What? The Celestials. Yeah, like, where are they? That seems like a way bigger threat than Kang right now. Why aren't we dealing with that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Hello. All right. So those are all of our news topics, but
I think you could easily write Kang out of the MCU at this point.
Yeah. It is the holiday season, and it's our last episode before Carl and I bugger off to go celebrate Christmas. There's one more episode coming from Pete and I, and that is our Christmas vote episode. I won't tell you what won. I will just tell you that something has won, and we're excited to review it. So what I wanted to do here, real briefly, is Entertainment Weekly has released, this year they released the 20 best Christmas movies ever. They made a list.
Man, we love lists on this show.
And I have not looked through this yet. I'm just going on good faith that this is a somewhat sensible list. So I thought this is what we would do. We'll go through the list real quick. There's just 20 of them. We'll go through the list real quick. We will say whether or not we think it belongs on this list. We'll kind of comment on, like, because they're listed, like, it seems like they're listed from like 20 down to 1, right? So becoming a better and better Christmas movie. And we'll kind of go down that list and we'll go, okay, or yes, absolutely. I assume there'll be some like, oh, okay, wait, like, yes, this belongs on this list, but that does not, is like, the ordering here is a little screwy. And at the very end, we will both name at least one film that we feel like was omitted from this list that should definitely positively be on this list. Yeah, well, or not, just like...
Or beyond an honorable mention.
Yeah, our approximation of like...
You screwed up entertainment.
Yes, yeah, this should be on the list. Okay, so let's kick things off. It says, in the 20th place is the 1994 Tim Allen film, The Santa Claus. I think this should definitely be on this list. I think the sequels and the TV series are not very good.
I think the TV series is good. I don't know what the sequels
have you watched the second season?
I have not.
We watched the first maybe 15 minutes of... Like, I did not mind the first season. I didn't mind it. I thought it still had a little too much of the flavor of the sequels, some of that kind of goofiness of them.
Hokiness.
But it wasn't bad.
So,
we watched the first
out of 15, the sequels.
Wait, hang on. We watched the first like 15 minutes of this first episode of the second season like a week ago, and we just looked at each other and we were like, I don't want to do this. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
So the sequels to, like, we're both in agreement, the first Santa Claus, great, should be on the list.
Yeah.
Out of the sequel, like, do you scrap all the sequels?
No, listen, like
because there's 3 sequels. right?
There's 2 sequels. There's a 2 and a 3.
It's a trilogy.
And then
okay.
2 seasons of a show. Listen, I like the sequels. I like them progressively less as they go on, and I think they become progressively more hokey as they go. Well, you know what? I almost like the third one better than the second one because I did not like that toy Santa thing. Yeah, and then the third one you get the addition of Martin Short, and you do get that time travel thing back to the scene from the first one where Jack Frost steals the suit instead of, and so it has that like flavor of the first one at times, and so I don't mind that. There are things I like about both sequels, but neither of them are like, they feel, the first one is a kid-friendly movie that feels like it's also geared towards adults. The second and third one just feel like kids movies.
Yeah,
like
I man, before you reminded me about the robot Tim Allen Santa, I was gonna say like the second one I thought was on par. Like I really liked the clause within the clause about you need to find a Mrs. Claus.
Well, that's what they've all been, right? Every time they get the magnifying glass out and they look even closer at this stupid card.
The Mrs. Claus seems like a great clause because it's like there needs to be a Mrs. Claus and you don't have a Mrs. Claus. Right? Yeah. So it seemed like the story felt great. But then you mentioned the robot Santa and I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing.
So here's a question, because you can only be in that universe, you can only be Santa Claus for so long before you're required to get the misses.
Yeah.
So when the last guy fell off Tim Allen's roof, like, did the elves kill Mrs. Claus? Like,
ship her out.
Like,
sorry, you're being evicted.
Yeah, your husband's dead. You've got until the end of the day. Right? Like, it just seemed... Anyways. I agree. Okay, I agree 100% this should be on this list. I'm a little dubious because I'm not sure I can think of 19 better films. Yeah. Or I don't know. That seems like...
Which way are you thinking it should go? Up or down?
I think it should be placing better than 20th.
Okay.
Right? 19 better Christmas movies? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, let's find out.
Okay. In the 19th place already, I would at least for sure swap these. You know what I'm going to do? Hang on. I'm going to open a Google Doc and I am going to place these in the order that I believe these should be in as we go.
Interesting. Let's share it with me real quick, and we'll do 3 columns.
Oh my God. I don't know. Okay. Hang on. Well, okay. To the listener, give us a brief moment here. I'll put a cut in here.
For us, it will be 20 minutes. For you, it will be a second.
Instantaneous. Okay, we're back. We made a Google Doc and someone wasn't happy with that. So then we made a Google Sheets doc and someone seems to think that it's much more, hey, don't be looking, close the link. You're looking at the web, you're cheating.
What are you talking about?
I mean, you just put in the title of the next film, and I haven't told it to you yet. No, we didn't.
And yeah, I got the link open. I looked for it.
No, we didn't. We haven't talked about it yet.
You said Gremlins.
Have not. No, go back and check the friggin'... No, I haven't. No, I have not.
Whatever.
Close the link. This is my show. Close the link. I don't mean that the movie man is my show. I mean
that way.
You know. Doink. Did you look past Gremlins?
Maybe.
Did you? Did you actually?
Maybe.
Like how far?
Maybe.
Did you look at the whole list?
I played the 5th.
Why would you do
this
that?
is what happens when you don't tell me what's going on.
Why would you? Yeah, but I was like, I have not looked at this list yet. I was like making it a whole thing. I did, dude. We're recording this. I can go back and soundbite that. I said. No. I said I haven't even.
You send me the show notes, and in the show notes it just says breaking down top 20 Christmas movies.
Right.
You don't give me a link, so I go, I can find that. Google search top 20 PW list.
So two things.
Oh, there's the list. Okay, look through the list. All right, I know what we're getting into. You did not say it was going to be let's figure it out together right now on the show.
So two, actually I did. So two things is one.
It's not in the show notes. You sent me the show notes before we ever got on this call.
So do you, that's the second thing. Do you not think if I wanted you to have the link, I would have sent you the link? I send you all the other links.
But then you didn't say that.
Spoiled this.
The internet.
You spoiled this. I'm finding a different list.
The internet.
No, I'm finding a different list. I am finding a different list. And I'm not going to tell you what website it's from. And you can go suck an egg. Hang on a second. But all the other lists are so long. I can't believe you looked at the whole list.
I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference.
It makes a difference to me.
You're the only one that cares.
I don't think that's true. I send your emails to the moviemenpodcast@gmail.com and tell us what a Christmas ruiner Carl is. All right. We have a new list. And hopefully it's a good list. I mean, I don't recognize the first film on it. So there's that. It's turning into a whole thing. I don't even care. I don't even care. Okay, so
how many is it? Is it still 20?
It is now going to be 25. 25. And don't you dare look it up, or I'll figure out where you live, and I will murder your...
Careful.
Puppy. I'll kill your dog. I won't. That's
son of a bitch.
I don't like dogs, but I'm gonna
John Wick your ass.
I'm gonna yeah. You'll go on a murder spree. All right, so go in, just delete. We'll just delete everything that's already been put in here. Yeah, because you were already like moving things down because you're like, oh, I know that I like this one better
with
than
it
that
while
one.
you were ranting there.
No, piece of shit. Okay, so first up, we have the 1954 film White Christmas. Now, I don't think I know of this movie because isn't this it's the movie that's like the Bing Crosby movie, right? Do you know White Christmas?
I don't. I'd have to Google it here off the top of my head.
Yeah, well, you're good at that, so you're good at Googling.
Well, I mean, when you don't put in the show notes, don't look it up. Oh, this is an old black and white. Yeah,
Bing Crosby, and I haven't seen it. I've never seen it, but I know it's iconic. So, you know. This whole episode, this just got derailed,
I'm pretty sure, isn't this the one that's about the bell rings?
A successful song and dance team become romantically... No, that's Every Time a Bell Rings, an Angel Gets His Wings. That's It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Anyways, okay.
So
well,
how much I know about black and white films.
So go ahead, put White Christmas in your column there, you bastard. Go on.
You know, you can just
come on.
Drag it over.
Come on, Ebenezer.
This way.
Oh, you're making a mess of this list. Okay. Moving on to the next one in our category is Groundhog Day.
What? What? That's not even Christmas.
That's not Christmas. I mean,
what is this list? I like the other list better.
Well, it's winter. It's
nowhere near Christmas. It's several months from Christmas.
So that's fine. So what I'm going to do is we'll put Groundhog Day in. Groundhog Day. And then I'm going to take and how do you click in? I see. I don't know how to use this software. Okay, there we go. And then for sure, Groundhog Day is lower ranked for me than White Christmas because Groundhog Day is not a Christmas movie.
Agreed.
And that's bullshit. Next up, we have The Railway Children. I also don't know what this is. You know, maybe the other list would have had lots of things on it that we knew, but someone ruined that list. So
you ruined it on your own.
You know, what is this? The enforced absence of the father of children. The Railway Children attempt to discover the reason for his disappearance. I'm not sure this has anything to do with Christmas. I mean, maybe Christmas.
I think we should just go back to the other list.
No, screw you. Screw you muchly. Nope. All right. So
people don't want to listen to this, do they?
I'm going to. Oh, it's just beginning, my friends. Okay, I'm going to move. Okay, The Railway Children, and I'm going to move it in my list. It is going to be.
This was made in 2000.
1970, my friend. 1970.
Episode aired November 12th, 2000.
Well, then, you know, you're probably looking at the wrong one, I'm going to say.
I don't know. It looks old.
How do you... Why does it sometimes work for me to click and drag something? What is the shortcut for me to drag a cell to a different cell?
Grab the little bubble in the bottom right corner. It turns it from a pointer to a cross.
Well, that like copies it, but that's fine.
If you want to drag, you click the cell and then you hover over the line, and when it turns into a hand, you can move it around.
Okay. So on my list, I'm putting it above Groundhog Day because I know for a fact that Groundhog Day has got nothing to do with Christmas. I'm putting it below White Christmas because I don't know, maybe it's got something to do with Christmas, but White Christmas definitely does. Make sense?
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. Yep, I'm doing the same thing.
Good. We're all on the same page so far. Next up we have this one is Christmas, I think. Yeah, it is. Next up we have Trading Places, the Dan Aykroyd Eddie Murphy movie. I mean, yeah, but like top 25 of all time? I mean, I don't know. You've seen Trading Places, right?
I don't think I have.
It's like, yeah, okay.
Is this like a body swap film?
I'm trying to remember.
Freaky Friday kind of thing?
Honors portion reserve. I think they just like swap lives. Find their positions reversed as so they just like start walking in each other's shoes. Right? So like a poor guy and a eccentric billionaire kind of switch places. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's better than White Christmas just because I haven't seen White Christmas, and I think Trading Places is certainly less iconic, but it's also, yeah. Next up, we have The Holiday.
Well, you're just not going to ask me what I think.
Well, you haven't seen it, so where are you going to put it?
I'm gonna just to be a doink. I'm gonna put it below White Christmas.
Oh, right, because that is at this point, you have not already achieved doinkdom.
Hey man, you want me to do something? You got to put it in the show notes.
My God, I am going to put The Holiday below White Christmas.
The Holiday.
Yeah, it's that one that Pete always... It's that and Die Hard are the two holiday films that he dies like on the hill of every year. It's a rom-com.
Romantic comedy or
it's Jack Black and Cameron Diaz and Jude Law and Kate Winslet.
Yeah, like so far, I don't think I've seen anything on this list.
No, it's fine. That's fine.
I like the other list better.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know because I don't know what the other list looks like because I was playing the game.
Well, you didn't tell me about the game.
So where are you putting The Holiday, even though you haven't seen it?
I'm going to put it right there.
In slot, what? Number 3?
Number 23.
All right. Next up, we have Bad Santa. The Billy Bob Thornton kind of raunchy com thing.
Finally, something I've seen.
I'm gonna. I mean, it's not a great Christmas movie. I mean, it's definitely a Christmas movie. I'm gonna stick it in the number 4 slot. I think it's. I would rather watch it than The Holiday. But I think White Christmas is probably a better Christmas movie than Bad Santa is.
You can't say number 4 slot. We're only on number 20. We're on number 20 slot right now.
You know what? Hang on. Let me look. Oh, I see. You've added the nice. Okay, in the 20th slot. Okay. Next up, and this is going to be a controversial thing. Next up, we have Elf. Now, I don't think that Elf is a bad movie. I don't think that it is as good as everyone. I don't understand why it's the end all be all for so many people. I don't understand why it is considered by many. Like, there will be many people who would hear this and say, "What the shit? Elf should be number 1." Many people, and I don't get that. I don't get it. I am going to leave it in the 19th slot. I'm going to rank it the highest of all of them so far. But I guarantee you it will not win this for me.
I liked it. I'm not a massive Will Ferrell fan. He's very hit and miss for me. This is a win for me for him as one of his leading roles. I might put it a little higher. Depends on what comes up. But it's not going to be top 10.
Next up,
depending on what's on the list.
Next up, we have, and again, I don't know that this is a Christmas movie. Next up, we have Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Is this not American Thanksgiving?
I don't think so.
Okay. I thought it was American Thanksgiving. I've only seen it once. And I saw it after sort of the soft, after I saw sort of the soft remake, which is Due Date with Zach Galifianakis and Robert Downey Jr., which is a movie that I love. And so I thought Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was so-so. It's so-so. It's good. I love Steve Martin. I love John Candy. But it's, for me, it's so-so. So I'm going to put it in the 20th slot behind Trading Places, behind Elf.
It is Thanksgiving.
Okay, so then that changes
American
everything.
Thanksgiving is like right around the corner from. No.
So is Halloween.
If we're going for straight up Christmas, then it loses out.
So I'm going to put it then. It deserves to be slightly better than Groundhog Day because it's at least closer to being Christmas than Groundhog Day is. But it is going to go in the 24th slot then because it's not a Christmas movie.
Interesting. I'm going to put it in the 23rd slot because I don't know what the hell the Railway Children is.
No, nor do I, but I'm thinking it may still have something to do with Christmas. Now, finally, we come to the film that ruined everything, Gremlins. Ruined everything because that was the one that showed that Carl was cheating, was being unfaithful.
We are going to beat this conversation within an inch of its life.
Dude, I'm going to see you this Saturday, and I'm going to be bitching about how you screwed up
Make better
our
show
last
notes.
episode together of the year.
Make better show notes.
Let me see. Gremlins.
It definitely takes place during Christmas.
Oh yes, it's a Christmas movie for sure. I'm gonna say
hang on. So this should be like another question, because I feel like there's a bunch of Gremlins-esque shows that are gonna come up, and where the Die Hard discussion is a big kind of the big like, is it actually a Christmas movie, or does it just take place at Christmas?
No, I would say it's a Christmas movie because Gizmo is a Christmas present.
Okay.
Gizmo is a Christmas present to him.
That's what pushes it over the edge for you.
Yeah, and it's centered around, like, you know, we get out into the town and the town is all Christmas, and the, you know, like it's
right.
It's got Christmas, a lot of Christmas.
Christmas isn't just a set part of the set piece for you in the film.
No, it's a plot device, right? Gizmo's a Christmas present. So I'm putting it. It pains me because I'd rather watch Gremlins than I would watch Elf, but I think Elf is more of a Christmas movie. So I'm going to say it's a better Christmas movie, not a better movie, but a better Christmas movie than Gremlins is. So I'm putting Gremlins in the 18th slot. Elf is still in the lead.
Interesting. I'm putting mine in 19th. So Bad Santa and Elf are ahead of Gremlins, but I really like Gremlins. I own Gremlins 1 and 2. I have very fond memories of Gremlins. It's like the only film I can remember my dad taking me and my brothers to watch in the theater.
Right. Gremlins 2, by the way, not a Christmas movie.
No, it's not. I wasn't saying it was. I'm just saying I love the Gremlins movies. So this is not... Me putting it at 19 does not disparage. I'm not disparaging it. I'm just thinking Bad Santa and Elf are better Christmas movies.
Right. Next up, we have.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if our metric for ranking is better Christmas movie, yeah, it's not better than Bad Santa or Elf as a Christmas movie for me.
Next up, we have another not a Christmas movie, and that's Die Hard. That's right. Go screw yourself. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's not. It simply takes place at a Christmas, like, it takes place at a Christmas party. Not really. Right? It's a there's nothing Christmas that is intrinsic to the plot of Die Hard. Nothing. Right? In fact, Iron Man 3 is more a Christmas film than Die Hard is. Because Iron Man 3 takes place at Christmas, yes, but also the film starts with Tony giving Pepper an oversized stuffed animal, like a 10, 13, 20-foot tall stuffed animal for Christmas, and ends with him finally finding the right gift for Pepper, the gift that shows her that he knows who she is by destroying all the suits. So, Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. I'm putting it in I would still rather watch it than The Holiday. Right? The Holiday, yeah, there's Christmas in it, but it's not primarily a Christmas movie. Die Hard at least all takes place entirely at Christmas. So I'm going to put it in the 21 slot, below Bad Santa, but above The Holiday.
I'm putting it in the 20 spot, which is just a little bit. So I've got like Trading Places and Holiday below it, and then the other Christmas movies, that White Christmas, Elf, above, better than it. I'm going to go, I think I'm of the opinion that this is a Christmas movie. And I would say it's a Christmas movie because he goes from being kind of bah humbuggy-ish to being like, all right, I'm gonna be a better husband.
Yeah. Yeah. Which can only happen at Christmas. You're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's an emotional journey there that happens alongside all of the action and explosions.
All right. Next up, we have A Christmas Story.
Yes.
Now, I
Classic.
don't love A Christmas Story.
What is the matter with you?
I don't dislike it, but I am going to leave it. This will be the one that dethrones Elf, because I think it is, although it's not necessarily more Christmassy than Elf, I think I would rather watch it than watch Elf. And also, in honor of our late friend, Jim Hines, who lived and breathed and bled
he loved
A Christmas Story.
This was
Loved
his favorite
this movie
for sure.
Yeah. So in the number 15 slot, I'm leaving A Christmas Story there. I assume you are as well.
I'm going to leave mine at 15 for now. I would say, this is a great film, classic. You know, from shooting your eye out, wanting a Raid Rider BB gun, and a lamp leg that is dad's prized possession. Like this, this is awesome. This is a great Christmas film.
Next up, we have the most iconic so far, and one that I'm kind of surprised is not in the number 1 slot. I would think that on most lists, this is usually in the number 1 slot, and that's It's a Wonderful Life. That is, like, everyone considers that, not everyone, but so many people consider that to be the great Christmas film. I'm going to leave it right where it is. I'm going to leave it in the 14th slot, just because it is. I mean, it's Jimmy Stewart, and you know, it is the old Christmas film that everybody who knows it and loves it goes back and watches every single year and cries, and you know, yeah. Have you seen it?
A long time ago. I don't know. Maybe I need to watch it again, because I'm putting it at 17 below Gremlins.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Or above, I guess above Gremlins, rather.
That's a thing.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not something my family watched at Christmas.
No, nor is mine, but my mom my mom loves it.
Not something that I have seen even recently. So there's not a lot of emotional tie to it personally. So I mean,
every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
It is classic. It's a classic Christmas movie. Yeah. But for my personal list of best Christmas movies of all times, it doesn't make the cut because there's not an emotional attachment to it.
Right. Next up, in the 13th slot, we have The Santa Claus. And finally, we have The Santa Claus. I think this absolutely belongs right where it is, and is probably going to beat out several films to come, because the first Santa Claus is just classic. It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
I'm going to move it just one back. I'm going to put A Christmas Story in front of it. And I feel like these two are going to be, so far from what we've gone, these two are going to continue bumping down the list to at least the top 10 somewhere.
Right. Okay.
So this won't be their final position for sure.
And then very confusingly, in the number 12th slot, what is this list? In the number 12th slot, I blame you. In the number 12th slot, yourself. We once again have White Christmas. It's on this list twice.
Why is it on the list twice?
I don't know, but I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it up beside the other White Christmas.
I feel like we should just remove it.
No, but then it's only 24. And then all your numbers get messed up.
White Christmas? Are there two White Christmases?
No, it's the same one. Same one.
Wait, is there a White Christmas and a White Christmas?
No, it's the same one. And I mean, maybe it's like the colorized version. So there's that. Then next up, And this one, I was wrong. The Santa Claus is not going to get bumped to beat anything out, because next up we have Home Alone.
Ooh.
And Home Alone definitely belongs above the Santa Claus. It's Home Alone.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's fantastic. Absolutely. Absolutely, positively. I'm leaving it right there at the top.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to leave it where it is too.
Next up, we have a 1942 film called Holiday Inn. I've stayed at the Holiday Inn a couple of times in my life. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to put it in the number 22 slot. I guess. I'm going to put it behind the Holiday and above the Railway Children. You having trouble deciding?
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to put it above or below Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. But I guess if we're going Christmas, yeah, I'm going to put it the same spot you got yours.
Next up.
I'm looking at the IMDb page for Holiday Inn. And I got to say, there's something special about these old movie posters.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty cool.
They're artwork. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, we have A Christmas Carol. Now, which one, you might ask? This is the 2009 Jim Carrey animated one. You know the one I mean? Have you seen it?
Jim Carrey one. Yes, I know the one I mean. Yeah.
I'm going to plop it.
I don't think I've seen this one.
Oh, dude, it's something.
Have I seen this one? I gotta look. I gotta browse the trailer real quick.
I'm putting it in the number 11 slot. So above It's a Wonderful Life, I know. I'm sorry. But below the Santa Claus.
I don't think I've seen this. Oh, I definitely haven't seen this.
Oh, dude. You should watch it. You should watch it.
With that being said, I'm going to put Gremlins before it.
Okay, which puts it where? In the 16th slot. Okay, next up, we have... Wait, am I doing this right? Yeah, number 9. So in the number 8 slot, we have Miracle on 34th Street, the 1994 one. So the Mara Wilson, Richard Attenborough one. Brienne and I recently... Brienne and I recently watched them. For me, I watched both for the first time. She watched the 94 one she watched the original one for the first time. She'd seen the 94 one. And what I will tell you is that the original one, the one from 47 or whatever it is in many, 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 many ways a superior film.
I don't think I think this is the only one I've ever seen.
You should watch the other one. The original one. So good. I'm going to put it above the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol, but below the Santa Claus. Just because the Santa Claus is super nostalgic for me. What are you doing with it? I'm going to put it
just back one. So it's going to end up at number 9 with Home Alone just edging it out.
Okay. Next up, we have one that is... Oh, is it going to beat out Home Alone for me? Oh, we have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Ooh, interesting.
I love this movie. I think... Oh, that's tough. Yeah. No. I'm going... Just because I like it more doesn't mean it's a better Christmas movie. So I'm going to put it above Miracle on 34th Street, but below The Santa Claus and Home Alone, because I think those are both better Christmas movies.
Right. We gotta...
What about you?
Reverse our wording here. I'm going to do this. This is going to tweak you out for a second, but...
What are you doing?
Bear with me.
Oh, no, you don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Because we keep saying above and below, but it's the wrong order.
I'm going to be so confused. All right. So confused. But Carl just flipped. Just inverted. Man, we
were working from 25 to 1, with 25 being at the top of the sheet. So every time we were saying we're going to put it below, it's really being it's really above.
Listen, my hat's off to you, because although you're a dick and you screwed up this episode, you are an absolute demon with Excel sheets, man. You were just like...
You think I am a demon? You should... My wife is a wizard. She knows...
Wizards and
like
demons.
Excel. I played with Excel for fun, for different things, for different projects in high school.
As you do,
and then
for fun.
I took two college courses for Excel when I was in college. But I've forgotten more about Excel than I know.
All right, next up, we have The Nightmare Before
Christmas Vacation. Sorry, I need to move my Christmas Vacation. I need to move Home Alone above Christmas Vacation. Home Alone is better in my mind.
It is, yeah. Next up, we have The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now,
whoa, why does it keep? Hang on.
Oh, because you don't know how to use Excel. Let me show you. No, I have no idea. I am going to... I'm going to put this above Miracle on 34th Street. I'm going to put it below Christmas Vacation. Which is surprise some people, because, it's me. It's Tim Burton. It's Nightmare Before Christmas. But, it's... Although, yes, 100% it is a Christmas movie. It's not as much a Christmas movie as Christmas Vacation, The Santa Claus, or Home Alone is.
It's still in your top 10, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Next up, what are you doing with it?
I'm moving it to number 11.
Okay, above Elf.
Above Elf. It's better than Elf.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah. Well, most things are better than Elf. Next up, we have The Polar Express in the number 5 slot. I do not agree.
I've not seen this myself.
Yeah, it does not belong there.
I'm going to put it all the way down here.
I'm going to put it... Where are you putting it?
Some of these are just getting crapped on by me just because I haven't seen it. I'm putting it just above The White Christmases at number 16.
I mean, I haven't seen it in a long time. I'm going to put it above Elf still, but below A Christmas Story. So it's in the 13 slot.
Oh, so yours isn't far from mine.
No. And maybe with a rewatch that would change, but I don't know.
I do remember seeing parts of it here and there in trailers and stuff. I always thought the animation looked
It's got that uncanny valley thing going on.
Not even
real hard.
like intentionally uncanny valley in a weird way.
Yeah. Next up, in the number 4 slot, we have Scrooged, the Bill Murray sort of take on,
Interesting. Scrooged. Where would I put that?
I'm putting it in the number 7 slot. So it's above Nightmare Before Christmas, but it's below Christmas Vacation.
I like it. Do I like it that much? No. I'm going to drop it. This is going to be a bump for Nightmare. I'm going to bump it to number 10.
Okay. Next up, and this is a big one. This is the big one. In the number 3 slot, we have The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah. So now we have got 2 Christmas carols.
Yeah. This one is, I'm leaving straight right now. I'm leaving it in the number 3 slot. It is the best Christmas movie on this list. Absolutely. It is the best Christmas movie on this list.
For this list, I'm going to bump Home Alone above it. So
okay.
Not moving far in terms of my list. It just dropped 1 spot to number 4. Just because I've got more of a personal connection to Home Alone than Christmas Carol.
Right, because you actually, that happened to you when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And
it was like the film for my family.
In the number 2 slot, we have Santa Claus, a 1985 film that I don't think I've ever heard of. It has John Lithgow in it and Dudley Moore. Man. Huh.
Does this mean that the earlier Santa Claus we did is a remake?
No. Okay. It has Burgess Meredith
Santa Claus, in it. The movie.
Has Burgess Meredith in it.
Am I looking at the same one as you?
Yeah, 1985. Directed by
Santa Claus.
Jeanette Schwarzwerk.
Okay, yeah.
However you pronounce that. I've never heard of it. So same. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna put it above Elf still, because based on what it looks like it's probably a beloved, great Christmas movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna drop it just below Trading Places.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Not as good as Die Hard. Wow.
I've seen Die Hard. Like, it's got anything I haven't seen is going to be at the bottom of this list.
You've seen Die Hard,
part of being a great
Christmas
movie for me. There's got to be an emotional connection.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair. And then finally, and Pete would be overjoyed in the number 1 slot, and total bullshit, as the greatest Christmas film of all time, Love Actually.
What?
I mean, a Christmas movie, I agree. Not the greatest of all time. Good Lord, no. I'm going to put it in the 13th slot, above Elf and below this Santa Claus movie that I've never seen.
This has got to go. Pete's gonna hate me.
Oh my God! In the 24th slot.
I don't. Even though it's a Christmas movie, I don't care. I could care less about something like this.
So our lists in order from worst to best. Mine is Groundhog Day, not a Christmas movie. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, not a Christmas movie. The Railway Children, I don't know, could be a Christmas movie. Holiday Inn, The Holiday. Die Hard, not a Christmas movie. Bad Santa, White Christmas again. Trading Places, Gremlins, Elf, Love Actually, Santa Claus 1985, don't know what it is. The Polar Express, A Christmas Story, It's a Wonderful Life, the Jim Carrey animated A Christmas Carol, Miracle on 34th Street, the 1994 Mara Wilson, Richard Attenborough one, Nightmare Before Christmas, Scrooged, Christmas, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, The Santa Claus, Home Alone, and in my number one slot, based on this list, The Muppet Christmas Carol.
It's a pretty good list, I suppose.
Yeah.
I like it better than theirs.
Yes, I would hope so. And your list?
So my list from 25th to number 1, Groundhog Day, Railway Children, Love Actually, Sorry Pete, Not Sorry, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, then Holiday Inn, The Holiday, Santa Claus, 1985, Trading Places, and now we get into, then Die Hard, which I have seen, but there's still a couple films I haven't seen above it because that's not right.
Because it's not a Christmas movie.
I need to move that.
Yeah, but at least you know the other ones are Christmas movies.
Yeah, dude, Die Hard is a Christmas movie in my mind, though. So I got to move it above the ones that I haven't seen. So Trading Places, White Christmas, Polar Express, Christmas Carol, 2009. Die Hard, Gremlins, It's a Wonderful Life, Bad Santa, Elf, Scrooged, Nightmare Before Christmas, The Santa Claus, A Christmas Story, A Miracle on 34th Street. Why am I saying weird? Christmas Vacation, Muppets Christmas Carol, followed by Home Alone. So our top two are the same, just reversed.
Flipped. Yeah, you know what? And there are a lot of movies missing from this list that should be on this list. Right? Like, I know it's a hot take. I like it. Not everyone likes it. The 2000 Jim Carrey Grinch. Or even the animated, the Baz Luhrmann. Is it Baz Luhrmann? No, not Baz Luhrmann.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
No,
The
screw
original.
you. Yeah.
The hand-drawn animated one.
Yeah, but what's the Boris Karloff? The Boris Karloff, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Spirited, with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. It came out last year. So good.
I haven't seen that one yet either.
Oh, don't. We'll watch it together. You need me to email that to you?
We got a laundry list.
It's a good thing
you're moving home.
Should I put that in the show notes? Like, how do I ensure that it's been properly communicated with you not to do something?
Hey, if my wife wants to watch with me, you're out of luck.
Fair. I'll drive. Let me know. I'll come. And then like all the claymation stuff, right? Like the Year Without a Santa Claus.
There's not a single claymation on here.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Frosty.
The Frosty. Like there's so much.
What's the one about the elf who wants to be a dentist?
That's in Rudolph. That's the Rudolph the Red. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot in that one. The elf that wants to be a dentist, the Island of Forgotten Toys. It's all all Rudolph. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. What a shit list.
Yeah.
I can tell you now that this was the IMDb list.
What's the one film, the one Christmas film that's not on this list that you would want on this list somewhere?
The Jim Carrey Grinch.
The Jim Carrey Grinch.
Yeah. And it would be in the top slot. Yeah, it would beat everything else out. What about you?
For me, it would beat out everything else. Top slot. Christmas Chronicles.
Yeah, I figured. It
is easily my new favorite. The second one, it got a little weird.
It's not as good. I didn't like the elves. I
liked the elves. I didn't like what they did with like the rogue elf thing.
Right.
But like the way they approached the magic, the kind of different direction with the elves. Yeah. It felt a little tongue in cheek at times, like a little hokey-ish kind almost at times.
Yeah.
But I think that adds to the kind of Christmas appeal of it.
Well, it fell victim to the same thing that the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies did, right? Like the first one felt much more grounded and took itself a little more seriously.
Like Kurt Russell as Santa Claus, blown away. And like, so my big things for this list were like, it's got to be kind of that kind of Christmas kind of story, like kind of somebody's got to go through a kind of character growth, Grinchy to Christmassy mindset, right? But then the big one is like emotional attachment. And this movie, like, I don't cry very easily, but this one I shed tears for at the end. Like when the boy looks at the ornament and sees his dad. Oh,
yeah.
It breaks me.
Yeah. All right. Well, and probably like definitely not in the number one slot for you anymore, but should also have been on your list would be Jingle All the Way.
Absolutely. Definitely top 5.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's not only it for the news for the year. That's not only it for the episode that Carl kiboshed intentionally, bastard. This is
your own damn fault. Take responsibility for your own damn actions.
The B team for 2023.
That's it. That's all.
Yeah. We'll definitely be back in the new year because there'll be some news to catch up on, probably some new trailers to watch. We'll be kicking things off while we're on our little holiday here. What If Season 2 will be coming out? And so we'll have to hit the ground running with that first thing in January. And then like second week of January, Echo drops all 5 episodes all at once. So it's January, you'll be sick of us.
I feel like Echo might just be like a 1 episode and done.
I don't know. I feel like the opposite is true. I feel like What If might be 1 episode and done. And then Echo could be.
We did that with Bad Batch.
Yeah, but Bad Batch is a lot different than the new MCU show Echo that has Kingpin and Daredevil, and we'll see.
I mean, I don't think you can do it with What If, because What If, like, every episode's going to be different, and if they do what they did last time, it'll be an overarching story. Well,
every episode is different. That's how shows work. That's what an episode is.
You know what I mean? Like, completely different universe. Yeah. Like, there's no continuity.
Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all listed below. We have a Patreon page where as little as $1 a month, you can support the show, get some fun perks in return, including hearing Carl and I bicker while we were trying to set up a Google Doc / spreadsheet /
Tell us who you think is right. Somebody who should have organized the show better, or somebody who was trying to be proactive.
I send
good
Carl
co-hosts.
I send Carl every single link to the topics that I want him to have a link to, and I didn't send him a link to this one, and I started the thing out by saying, I've not looked at this list yet. I'm just going on the assumption that it's a good list or something to that effect is what I said. And Carl was like, I'm just gonna be a super sleuth and figure this out. And then look at the whole damn list. And we have merch.
I will say pretty much most of the things that were on that other list were on this list for months.
I don't want to know. I'll never know.
There might be a few.
No, I'll never know. I will never know. I'll never know. Go buy our merch.
Your own damn fault. Take responsibility for your own damn actions.
Buy our merch, and Carl will talk to you. I'm cutting Carl off for 2024 or 2023. Yeah, for over a year now.
New co-host.
Yeah, and you'll hear me once more with Pete before the year is out. And then aside from that, have an amazing holidays. And we'll see you next year.
Toodles.